I'm Kimberly Naipaul, here with the Juno Award-winning singer Carlos Morgan.
Yes.
Carlos, thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you for having me.
You've been a Juno Award-winning singer since 1997.
Yes.
What has the experience been like for you within the music industry?
Well, it's been definitely been a journey. Has some really good points, some really great times I've had in my career, and then there's been some really low times as well.
Okay.
It's been a challenge, but I love music. I'm in love with music, and I'm grateful to God every day that I'm able to do what I love to do.
Right.
And music is, as we all know, it's a beautiful art form. It's one of the most beautiful and precious art forms to express, thoughts, feelings, emotions. So, it's definitely been a journey for me, and I'm grateful for it every day.
I must ask, how did it all get started?
I started singing in church when I was a kid, when I was 12 years old. And so from ages 12 to 17, I sang in church in a band called the Pape Avenue Brass Band, and we were part of a church organization called the Church of God of Prophecy. I was the lead singer and the youngest member of the band. There was about 14 of us, all guys, and it was mainly a horn band. We had a rhythm section, but the focus of the band was the horn section, and then I would sing a few songs. And then when I was 16, so when I turned 16, I started going into performing with R&B bands in clubs. So starting at 16 with R&B bands, and then 17 still with gospel, and then when I turned 17, I went strictly, God forgive me, I went strictly to R&B. And I performed in clubs all over Toronto, and then in my early 20s I moved to Montreal, and I was in Montreal for a year, and then I moved to New York, and I was in New York for a year, and then I came back to Toronto in 1992, and I was lead singing for a very well-known club in Toronto called the Blue Note. I was a lead singer for the club there for 2 years, and there was two musicians that were in the band, a drummer and a bass player, and they had started their own production company called TASDAB. So they were songwriters and producers, two guys, and they would call myself and a few other singers from around the city at the time to demo songs that they were shopping to both Canadian and American labels. So between 1992 to 1994, I worked very closely with them, and then in 1994 I signed a production deal with them. And for 2 years we recorded songs, shopped demos, and then we didn't get anything. We went to LA in 1994, and we thought, you know what, we're not getting any kind of bites or anybody's jumping on board to sign me or to work with me. So why don't we do something independently ourselves? So in 1994 to 1996 we recorded my first album, Feeling Alright, and we released it in September of 1996, and then I won the Juno for Best R&B Soul Recording in 1997, which is this album right here. If you can see and from then, in 1997, I won a Much Music Video Award as well.
Wow.
I won a SoCal Music Award and 2 Canadian Urban Music Awards and 2 Caribbean Cultural Committee Awards.
That's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, and there were a few others too, but and from then on, it's been a ride.
You've been through a journey, Carlos.
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Did you always know that you were going to be the artist that you are today?
No, and I still feel that I still have a ways to go. I have a lot to learn. I still feel I have a lot to learn, being in Canada has its, positive points and its negative points. I believe being in Canada has helped me to at least start and establish a foundation for my career. But where I feel that I want to go, how far I want to go, and the potential that I have, and I want to learn. I still believe, even at the age that I am, I'm still learning, and there's a lot to learn. And because the music industry has changed so drastically from how it used to be 10, 15 years ago, now, because everything is all on the internet and online, so everything's changed so much. So Canada has definitely been a place where I could start and build, but now I'm at the place where I'm ready to go international. And I should have a long time ago, but between both business and personal life circumstances, I had to take a break for a while, but now I'm back on and I'm moving forward. Yeah, so it's been a wonderful, it's wonderful. No matter what, I'm grateful for it.
Okay, and what can we expect from you right now? What's happening with you right now?
Well, I released my second album called The Compilation last year, if you can see it right here. It's on my own label, Soul Rap Music.
Okay.
And I'm promoting it right now. I'm going to be slowing down the promotions of it very soon because I'm started recording my third album, which is called Shades of Me. That's what my new album's going to be called. But in the meantime, I'm going to be releasing. I just released a video at the beginning of October for the first single from this album. It's called Just Jane. You can check it out on YouTube. And I released and there's another video called Forever For You. But the Just Jane video and the single I'm going to be releasing in the US by the end of December or early January. So, because now I'm focused outside of Canada.
Right.
Now with the music, with R&B in Canada, R&B soul, or anything that is, I'm going to say it, anything that is not pop music, I'm going to be polite because usually I can go off on a tangent, but I'll be polite.
Okay.
Doesn't really get a lot of support, if any, here in Canada.
Right.
So I'm going to go to the US and I'm going to promote my new single and video, Just Jane, and keep it going from there. And then in the spring, I'm going to release my first single for my new album.
Oh, okay.
And then either by June or July, or no later than September, God willing, of 2014, I'll release my third album, Shades of Me. And this time, I'm not doing Canada. I'm going to go somewhere else.
Okay, so keep an eye out for Carlos Morgan, everyone.
Yes, please do.
Yes. Okay,
Yeah.
and is there any way that your fans can keep connected with you?
Yes, they can reach me at facebook.com/carlos.morgan.562 or Twitter at Carlos Morgan. And my new website, Carlos Morgan Music, will be launched by the beginning of the year, so be on the lookout for that. But if you want to connect with me, please reach me on Facebook or Twitter, and you can find out what I'm doing. I got performances coming up. I'm putting a tour together across Canada, tour called The Compilation Soul Solidarity Tour, which I'll be going to different cities across the country, at least 6 to 7 different cities across the country, and I'll be working or doing a concert with a local artist from that city.
Oh, wow.
So they'll do a set, and I'll do a set, and then we'll do a set together.
Okay.
But the focus is to promote original music, rhythm and blues, soul, original music. So I'll be doing Halifax, Montreal, Toronto, Winnipeg, Calgary, Edmonton, and Vancouver. So I'm putting that in the works right now. So between February and March, be on the lookout, check it out, and thanks for the love and support. I really appreciate it.